I read an article yesterday, talking about Jordan, and Jordan was saying that, he believes that Kobe Bryant, had a tougher mindset than him. Do you believe that?
If Michael says it, I have to believe it, right? Um, but I can see why he would say something like that because
Yeah.
Kobe did all of that so young,
Mm,
18 years old,
right.
19 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, he's attacking Michael Jordan at the All-Star game. He's 18, 19 years old. These guys are young guys. I mean,
Mm.
he was a young guy. Him and Kevin Garnett. I
Yeah,
mean, to come
they
in
were,
the league so young and just like,
they
you
were
know what?
kids, man. Yeah.
We're afraid of none of you. And
Mm,
so to me, I just go back and I was just looking at this thing with, you know, Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett at the All-Star game. They kind of, joking around. It's like, can you believe we're here type of thing. And I'm just kind of like, that was amazing at that time to have
yeah.
guys that 2 years ago in high school and they in an All-Star game, 2, 3 years. It's like they were not afraid. And I think that maybe that's what Michael meant. Like maybe at 18, 19, he would have been ready for all of that. The criticism that he took, the air balls and all of that. There was a different type of failures that Kobe had to overcome, right? But to me, the biggest one I'd have to say with Kobe was
I mean, Jordan wasn't successful immediately, right?
he wasn't success. He was successful in some ways immediately. Because
Uh-huh.
I mean, we forget that Kobe the first 2, 3 years was not averaging great stats.
Yeah,
Michael came
I
out the
remember
gate
that. I
like
remember that. Yeah. Mhm.
20, 29 points per game out the
Right.
gate. Like
Mm.
28 points, whatever it was. But it's like, but as far as like Kobe Bryant, it took a few years. He shot those
Yeah.
air balls against Utah.
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
was kind of but I
Yeah.
just, to me, the coming out party, it was an NBA game
Mhm.
on NBC,
Mhm.
those Saturday or Sunday games, and they play Orlando.
Mhm.
And he had 31 points. He was just like, that kid can really do stuff.
Right.
He was, and so to me, that was kind of one of the coming out parties for Kobe Bryant. And after that, I think he was very, very consistent. But it took about 2 years for Kobe to find his rhythm. Kevin Garnett out the gate,
Right.
boom.
Right. No, I know
Once,
Kevin Garnett was like
you know,
almost like a superstar right away. You know what I mean? Like
right away,
when he
it was
was
like,
playing.
giving you 19 points, 12 rebounds,
Yeah.
blocking shots, like out the
Mhm.
gate. He had too much energy for that
Mhm.
NBA. He is
Yeah.
such a ball of energy. But it
Mhm.
took Kobe a little bit longer to kind of hit his stride. But once he did it, he was relentless. But like I said, to me, the mental toughness of Kobe is seen in many ways.
Mhm.
I was reading one of the books. I don't know if he was Phil Jackson,
Mhm.
one of Phil Jackson's book, but they were talking about the moment that Kobe Bryant
Mhm.
went to the owner
Mhm.
and said, "It's me or Shaq."
Mhm.
And they were saying that Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers, was basically saying, because everybody was like, "No, you got to go with Shaq." The management team, everybody. Shaq is the veteran. He's is the fourth. He's in his prime.
Right.
But they say Jerry Buss bet on Kobe because they were saying, if a 21, 22-year-old can come in my office with that kind of hoop spot, right?
Yeah.
I have to bet on him. He reminded him of Magic Johnson, right? That kind of confidence so young. And so he said, I could bet my future on this young guy for the next 10 years.
It's almost seemed like though Jerry West, sort of kind of was impressed by Kobe Bryant even the first time he saw him playing.
The talent was there for sure.
Yeah.
And Jerry West is a great
He fell in
basketball.
love with him. Mhm.
Look at the Clippers. What turned it around? Jerry West.
Yeah. Yeah.
Warriors. What
Yeah.
turned it around?
Right.
Jerry West. Memphis. What turned it around? Jerry West. So if you kind of look, Jerry West has a track record of finding talent, putting stuff together, building those kind of projects. And obviously, he saw something very special in Kobe Bryant and he went with it.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just kind of like, I think that the mental toughness that you're talking about with Michael Jordan is Kobe displayed
Mhm.
throughout his career and throughout his life that he was a man walking in his own drum. And he had so much self-belief and
What
self-confidence.
about being fearless?
Right. He is, he's fearless. Those documentaries, all those things that you see about Kobe,
Right.
he's
Right.
one of the most fearless players out there. Like I said,
He
that
was
kind of
special,
confidence
man.
at
Let's
18,
just say that
19,
Kobe Bryant was special, man. He was
very
special.
special,
Yeah,
very special.
he was special. You know, your MVP pick.